is a thing you said once, maybe years ago, that still makes you wince when it floats back into your mind. A stupid joke that landed wrong, a moment you embarrassed yourself. And here is the strange part. You are almost certainly the only person on earth who still remembers it. Everyone else forgot it within the hour. And yet you have replayed it 100 times. Why? Why do we care so much, so painfully much, what other people think of us? Even strangers, even people we will never see again. It feels like a weakness, a flaw in your character. It is not. It is some of the oldest, most powerful software running in your brain. And once you understand what it is actually for, you can finally start to switch it off. Start with why this feeling exists at all, because it did not come from nowhere. For almost the entire history of our species, you could not survive alone. Not for long. You needed the tribe, for food, for shelter, for protection, for everything. And the single worst thing that could happen to you was not failure, it was rejection. To be cast out of the group was, quite literally, a death sentence. So evolution wired a ferocious alarm system into your brain. One job: monitor constantly what the group thinks of you. Am I valued? Am I accepted? Am I safe? The people who worried intensely about their standing survived and had children. The ones who did not care were left behind. You are descended from the anxious ones, which means that need for approval is not a bug. It is your inheritance. And here is proof of how deep this wiring goes, and it is genuinely startling. When scientists put people in a brain scanner and had them experience social rejection, being excluded, left out, judged, the brain lit up in the very same regions that process physical pain. Let that land. To your brain, being rejected by other people is not like an injury. It is an injury. The ache you feel when someone dismisses you, when you are left out, when you sense disapproval, that is not you being dramatic or oversensitive. It is a real pain signal, firing in the same circuitry as a burned hand. Evolution made social rejection hurt on purpose, so that you would do anything to avoid it. And that is exactly where the trap begins. Because that alarm system was built for a world that no longer exists. It was designed for a small tribe of maybe 150 people, whose opinion genuinely decided whether you lived or died. But your brain does not know that world is gone, so it keeps running the same program everywhere, all the time. You walk into a room and instantly feel watched, judged, evaluated. You carry an invisible audience with you, a crowd of imagined observers, and you perform for them constantly. The way you stand, what you post, the joke you almost made but swallowed. You are forever adjusting yourself for this audience in your head, and you never stop to ask the one question that changes everything. Is anyone in that audience actually watching? They are not, and this is one of the most liberating facts in all of psychology. It is called the spotlight effect. We walk through life feeling like a spotlight is shining on us, like everyone is noticing our flaws, our mistakes, the stain on our shirt, the dumb thing we said. But researchers actually measured this. They found that people consistently, dramatically overestimate how much others notice them. In one study, people were sure that around half the room had noticed their embarrassing clothing. The real number was less than half of that. The truth is almost comical and almost freeing. Everyone else is too busy starring in their own show, worrying about their own spotlight, to pay much attention to yours. You are the main character in your life. In everyone else's, you are an extra. But knowing this is not enough because the fear is older and stronger than the fact. And left unchecked, it builds a prison. When you care too much what people think, you slowly hand them control of your life. You say yes when you mean no, to avoid disappointing anyone. You hide your real opinions, your real work, your real self, because someone might disapprove. You choose the safe path, the small life, not because you want it, but because it draws less judgment. You become a people pleaser, exhausted, resentful, and quietly disappearing. This is the cruel cost of the approval instinct when it runs your life. In trying to be accepted by everyone, you slowly abandon the one person whose acceptance you actually cannot live without, yourself. And now something has poured gasoline on the whole thing. Your brain's approval alarm was built for a tribe of 150. Social media handed it an audience of millions and then attached a scoreboard. Now the judgment never stops. It is quantified in likes, in views, in follower counts, in comments, delivered to you every waking hour. Every post is a tiny referendum on your worth. Every number is your ancient brain asking, am I accepted? Am I safe? And getting a cold, public answer. We were never designed for this. We took the most sensitive survival instinct we have, the desperate need for the group's approval, and we plugged it directly into a machine engineered to exploit it. No wonder so many people feel anxious and never quite enough. The alarm that once kept you alive is now being rung on purpose all day long. So how do you switch it off? You start by seeing two things clearly. First, you cannot control what other people think of you. You simply cannot. People will judge you through the lens of their own fears, their own bad days, their own stories, none of which you can reach or fix. Trying to manage everyone's opinion of you is like trying to control the weather by worrying about it. It only exhausts you and changes nothing. And second, remember the spotlight. The judgment you fear so intensely is mostly imagined. Most people are not thinking about you at all. They are thinking about whether you are thinking about them. So you are in truth terrified of a courtroom that is almost entirely empty. Once you really see that, a strange question appears. If you must care about someone's opinion, who should it be? Here is the shift that changes everything. The goal was never to stop caring about everyone. That is not wisdom, it is just numbness. The goal is to become deliberate about whose opinion actually gets a vote. Picture a small jury, a handful of people, the ones who truly know you, who love you, who want the best for you, and whose judgment has earned a place in your life. Their opinion matters. Listen to them. But everyone else, the strangers, the critics, the anonymous crowd, the people who will never know the full story of who you are, they do not get a seat in that jury. Their verdict is not evidence. It is just noise. You have been letting a courtroom of thousands sentence you when only a few people ever deserve the gavel. Take it back. And on the other side of that is a lightness you may have forgotten was possible. Imagine how much energy you have been spending every single day managing an audience that was never really watching. Imagine getting it back. When you stop trying to be approved of by everyone, you finally get to find out who you actually are. Underneath all that performing, you get to do the work you actually believe in, even if some people do not like it. You get to say the true thing, to live the life that is yours, not the one least likely to be criticized. You were built to care what the tribe thinks, yes, but you are also the first creature that ever lived who can notice that instinct, understand it, and gently decide not to obey it. That is a kind of freedom your ancestors never had. So the next time you feel that familiar sting, the worry about what they will think, the urge to shrink, to please, to perform, just pause and remember what is really happening. An ancient alarm built for a world that is gone, warning you about a danger that is not there, from an audience that is barely looking. You do not have to silence it completely. You just have to stop letting it run your life. The strangers will judge and then forget you by lunch. But you have to live with yourself for every second of every day. So the only verdict that truly matters in the end is your own. Let me leave you with this. If you knew for certain that no one was watching or judging, what is the one thing you would finally do? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more ideas that quietly hand you back to yourself, Subscribe to First Principles Talk. We're just getting started.